So we're going to be taking a look at the Viper's Commandos post on the Helldivers 2 Steam page. Let's read this giant paragraph here. Firstly, we're slowing down the pace at which we release Warbonds to give us a little bit more time to polish these designs before they're released. Secondly, we are changing the arrangement of items in each Warbond to make room for new item types and also higher quality armors and weapons. This will prevent us from simply adding more of everything, leading to weapons that feel redundant and uninteresting armors. It's time to focus on quality over quantity. So this is pretty good. This can be summed up in this phrase here, quality over quantity. Basically, less items for more high quality items. For a primary, we're giving you a new version of the Liberator, the AR-23A Liberator Carbine or Carbine, but this one has a modified shortened form factor that handles differently from the true classic, with a bit higher recoil and a faster handling that feels perfect for spraying and praying up close. So this is cool. I'm not really that interested in it, but I'm sure there's people out there that would love this. You can combine carrying that with the new SG-22 Bushwhacker triple barrel sawed-off shotgun with 2 different firing modes, including one that fires all 3 barrels at once. Yes, you read that right. This shotgun is a secondary weapon, meaning you can equip your favorite AR primary or your favorite shotgun primary and keep the Bushwhacker handy for close encounters. So this is pretty cool. I always wanted some type of shotgun as a secondary. This might be a new favorite secondary weapon. The one I always run is the Redeemer. Now, to be fair, I don't have the other secondary weapons unlocked. Just judging by the videos I've seen, I think the Redeemer, in my opinion, is one of the best secondaries, but who knows? This one might be up there. Alright, so let's look at the armor. And the armors are nothing short of inspired. Catch me in a PH-9 Predator inspired by a veteran of the Viper Commandos who have set to held off an entire Terminated brood with nothing but a machine gun, pocket knife, and orbital laser. The headpiece has a beret and looks devastating cool when combined with the Mark of the Crimson Fang cape. We also have the PH-202 Twit Snapper for your jungle heavy, which looks awesome with the Executioner's Canopy cape, although mixing and matching works great for both of these sets. Both armors in this Warbond feature the Peak Physique passive, which improves melee damage and weapon handling, and they both also feature bare arms and bulging biceps with a variety of randomized skin tones to keep you sweat-free when you're diving in the human atmosphere. Alright, so on the left we got the PH-9 Predator, and then on the right we got that PH-202 Twit Snapper. They look pretty cool. I do like the this does remind me of Predator with Arnold. Nothing to say on the armors. Usually the armors to me all have been pretty cool. Okay, so for the passive, improves melee damage. Now I don't use melee that much. The only time I use melee is when I have to deal with those little ticks. Every time I try to melee a fully health tick, it takes like 2 hits, so I assume with this passive it'll take 1 hit to kill a tick. And of course weapon handling, that's nice, I guess. I don't really know how effective this will be. Like, I don't think this would be the best passive or the worst. It'll probably be in that mid tier. Honestly, improved melee damage, it doesn't really mean anything to me. Weapon handling, I mean, we'll have to see. You know, this hasn't been out yet. I'm just speculating right now, but who knows? This might be pretty cool. Patterns, boosters, and more. Another exciting addition to this Warbond are new skins for your Hellpods, Exosuits, and Pelican 1, inspired by the classic Woodland and Tiger Stripe camouflage patterns. This is just pushing that customizable fantasy just a little bit further for a really cohesive look for your squad. So I'm gonna be honest, I really have nothing to say about the whole patterns. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, right? Customization in general is a really good thing to have to make yourself stand out a little bit. Although I kind of wish they added more patterns than this one. I am hoping that maybe they'll add a pattern for the previous Warbonds, you know, like the polar one. They add like kind of a snowy camouflage type pattern. That's a little nitpicky, I guess, but you know, hopefully they'll add more in the future. One of my things in the I think they meant to put one of my favorite things is our new utility item, the throwing knife. Imagine mowing down a crowd of Terminids, running out of ammo with only 1 bud remaining, no time to reload, so you dive backwards and throw a hunting knife into its carapace right before it descends on you. So I'm gonna be honest, when I saw this, the first thing I thought to myself, oh, this is just a gimmick. I mean, look, nothing's replacing the impact grenades for me. I'll probably just use this. This is more of an item used for fun. I don't know. This just seems like one of those things, like it's just there for fun, right? You know, I always imagine of having a throwing knife, but yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so the last item, which is the booster. There's also a new booster called the Experimental Infusion, which gives your stims the added bonus of boosting your movement speed and reducing the damage you take for a short time. Alright, in my opinion, I think this is probably the best thing in this Warbond. There are times where I use a stim just to regain my stamina and just to get away, mostly on the Terminate front. And I think having the increased movement speed and reducing the damage is really good. I think this will pair very well with the medkit passive, the armor passive, which increases the stamina fed duration by 2 seconds. So I wonder if this will stack with the booster, so that way you get 2 more seconds of movement speed and reduce damage. That would be cool to find out. I hope it does. I'm sure it will. Yeah, and then of course we got the capes, player cards, emotes. You can see that all down here. So right here we got the player cards, we got the capes, we got some new emotes, and then we have a new player title, which is, I don't think any of the Warbonds had a player title, but that's pretty cool. Viper Commando, the theme of the Warbond. And of course 300 super credits. I'm gonna be that guy. I kind of wish it was 500 super credits, but that's pushing it a little bit, but again, it's fine. Who cares, right? So yeah, this is the new Premium Warbond, the Viper Commandos. What do you think of this? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. If I had to give a rating of 1 through 5, 1 being this sucks, 3 being average, 5 being the best, I think first glance, I think this is like a 3.5, probably a 4. It's pretty good. Less weapons, but like they said, quality over quantity, so we'll see if they stick with that. If you like this little, I guess, deep dive of the new Premium Warbond, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike. Leave a comment of your thoughts on the new Warbond, and subscribe if you want, and I will see you whenever. Goodbye.